Hey there, everyone. Welcome to Zen Tarot. My name's Julie. I'm going to do a reading for all of us for this new year coming in 2024. There's so much astrological events happening, but I'm not really an astrologist. There's so many great ones on YouTube. But I want to look at the energy, what kind of energy is coming to all of us, kind of overall for 2024. So let's take a look. If you like this reading, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you and how excited I am to be heading into this new year. I can't wait to see what Spirit has in store for us for 2024. So, what kind of moon oracle, what kind of moon energy overall for 2024 is coming in for us, Spirit? What kind of overall moon energy for 2024? Don't let pride get in your way. The full moon in Leo. Okay, wow. Don't let pride get in your way. So don't let the ego step in to make these decisions. Or if your hackles get up, the moon energy seems a little challenging with don't let pride get in your way. Let's see what's on the bottom. A personal issue reaches resolution, the full moon in Cancer. Well, I like that. I like that. So if you're rubbing up against each other or just feeling irritated at others, just put the pride down, put the ego down. And, 2023 was all about gaining our kind of sovereignty and our independence, creating those boundaries. So the relationships that really dimmed our light throughout 23, we learned how to release and to let go and to walk away from a lot of those relationships. So you're very, very picky now. You're very wise now with your relationships. And I'm loving how a personal issue reaches resolution with that moon energy, because maybe one relationship in particular has been kind of tugging at you. You don't know what to do about that, and you're just kind of severing some kind of tie here. What kind of animal spirit is up in the ether for all of us for 24? The hummingbird. Look at this. I love this. Seeking the light, seeking out the reasons why and the understandings. It's pointed right at the personal issue reaches a resolution here. So I love that. I love that. There's some kind of sweet, sweet nectar of truth coming in to some kind of issue, some kind of personal issue. And the phoenix rising. Wow, wow, wow. Look at this bold and beautiful energy coming to us 2024. There's that sovereignty. There's that kind of we're all each and individually our own sovereign nations here. So that's absolutely beautiful. And the fire ant going for what we want now, really stepping into the ring and taking the punches now because we're ready. We're ready to fight. We're ready to fight for what we believe in. And that causes this rising up, this changing of the vibration. Wow, beautiful, beautiful. Let's see. What kind of Zen Tarot card is up in the ether for all of us in 2024? A Zen Tarot card. What kind of Zen Tarot energy? Moment to moment. Look at this, the Two of Pentacles. So just taking it one step at a time, one day at a time, building something though. We're building foundations now. We're building our roots. We're reconfiguring our family relationships, our personal relationships, and our working relationships here. So just one day at a time, we're just refining and taking it moment to moment, being in the moment. Experiencing, look at this preparation for something. The planning phase has begun now. The return to innocence with innocence and source. Look at this. So beautiful. Finding the true purpose now, the true meanings now. The phoenix rising is just incredible. You can see this fiery kind of rebirth happening here with the energy, and I'm loving that because the whole world needs this transformational energy to come in now to change things up, to get on the other side of the fear here. So look at this with intensity. It's going to be intense. It's going to be very intense. Interesting. Interesting. I'm going to leave that one. Ooh, and awareness, breaking through that veil, seeing the deeper understandings, finding the true purpose here. 2024 is going to bring in this energy of finding the meaning, finding the true purpose of it. That's why we're feeling so sovereign and ready here. Ready. We're ready to take on our own lives again. Love that determination coming in. Real fire ant determination. I'm not going to be a victim in my own life any longer. I'm going to step up and I'm going to take control. All right, thinking about what's on our minds. The Four of Swords, the healing energy comes in, the rest comes in, the break, the calm after the storm here. So beautiful, all of us getting our rest, rejuvenation, eating the right things, drinking the right things, and taking care of ourselves. Taking care of ourselves. We've been at a crossroads. I see that web up in the corner there. been at a crossroads, and back and forth energy here, but it was all to prepare. It was all to prepare us for this takeoff, for this new newness here, this new transformational energy. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What led up to this rest? What led up to this rest in the mind space? The Wheel of Fortune. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful new beginning. Again, a big change, a big change. Look at this portal. I'm seeing so many portals with the full moon in Leo, with Source here, with the Phoenix rising here, and with the Wheel of Fortune. My God, my God. So it's all about home and the home base. 2024 is going to be about setting our roots, setting our boundaries, finding out who we are, really, really going deep into the understandings of what we're capable of. So this determination, this real fiery Leo determination coming to all of us when it comes to our dreams, and shifting the energy, transforming the energy here, transmuting the energy with intensity. So it's just like this transmutation happening here. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful. I love this. I love this rising phoenix of 2024 and getting to the root of it all, but very home based in the minds of all of us. We're very eager to settle down now. Settle down. Everybody just settle down. All right, let's look at any kind of challenges in the mind space for 2024 for us. What would be the challenging thoughts, or the most challenging energy for us to deal with in 2024, Spirit? What's the most challenging? The devil. Wow, devil's always challenging. But the devil does represent in me, in my card readings, fear. So fear will be very challenging for us. There's going to be a lot of fear shoved down our throats here, a lot of intensity, very, very intense fear. Or for some reason, not some reason, I'm thinking of the election in the United States of America. We're moving into this election year. There's going to be a lot of fire stoked, a lot of fear stoked, but it's actually going to turn out quite beautiful because we're willing to look at our fears now and why we're afraid of that. So that's the big transformation, and I'm loving that. That's the only way to get rid of the devil, is to acknowledge, to say the demon's name out loud, and say your fear out loud, and that will diminish its power over you because you've spoken it out loud. You're not afraid to summon it to you. So absolutely glorious, this turnaround of fear happening in the mind spaces of all of us, and taking more control, not feeling like it's out of our hands or out of our control, or it's just this momentum building thing that has to crash and burn. We're understanding that home is where the heart is, that we need our own roots first. We need our own inner circle first here, and then we can beat the world. There's power in numbers here, and that's what we're all realizing. The Lovers on the bottom of the deck talk about intensity. This is all about those mirror relationships, those twin flame energies, where we've been screaming at each other in the mirror what we're so afraid of here. We've been deflecting, we've been denying our own fears here, and placing those fears on the backs of others. So this is a real recognition of the energy momentum in the field of fear here. So we're really, really at this crescendo where we're mirroring each other. And it's just like, finally, there's this silent moment where we hear each other. And we recognize, oh my God, that's really what I'm afraid of here. And there's this big shift and turnaround. With twin flame energy, that always happens. There's a runner and a chaser, and a runner and a chaser, until you go through individually these spiritual awakenings here, which we saw with awakenings in the ZEN-TAROT card. So yeah, so then you have this total spiritual awakening. You see your own fears, you look them dead in the eye, you slay those demons, you say them out loud of what you're afraid of, and you come to this very, very huge ending in that energy. The wheel gets moved, it gets turned. You're not the same anymore because of the experience of the twin flame energy. So we've been doing that for quite some time. Future, what's happening toward the end of 2024 in the mind space, toward the end? 10 of Wands, look at that. We've carried so many burdens for so long. We're finally able to let them go one burden at a time. That's why we have moment to moment. When we look at everything we need to fix, or we need to handle, or we need to tie up here, it's way too overwhelming. That's that fear that it will never happen. It will never work. I'm seeing Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. It'll never work. It's just this naysayer in our minds, right? That you can't do it. You can't do it. There's this inner voice that pushes us upwards and onwards here. So onwards and upwards here. So, but you're laying them down one at a time, getting your footing back, getting your strength back here, and the energy of determination. 2024 is all about determination, willpower, the difference between our pride and our ego here. So a lot of reckonings, a lot of understandings coming in the mind space, which is beautiful. Spirit, what's your advice for 2024 in the energy of the mind? What's your advice for all of us in 2024? Page of Pentacles, garner your own plan. Get on your own plan. This is very intimate. The 2024 energy is very intimate. It's very home-based, very inner circle-ish. Again, I'm seeing the inner circle here. You're only allowing so many people into your inner circle here because of those beautiful boundaries that we've all created. But this is about the plan for the family, the plan for the inner circle here to transform, to move up now, to move up, onwards and upwards here. So yeah, there's a call to action here in the family unit, in the home, and work kind of be damned. We're going to look at love now. We're going to look at the home now. We're going to look at ourselves now. We're going to look in the mirror and see what we can change as individuals. That's what shifts the energy of the world. That's what shifts the powers that be, is our own unique willfulness and free will here. So absolutely beautiful. Building a new tower, building a new foundation here. There's a new home being built in 2024, a new environment that you are surrounding yourself with, and it does not include fear. Fear is blocked and kicked out of the mind here. Wow. It's just solution oriented, no more problem oriented, no more pointing out the problems. Now you're finding the solutions. You're finding so many solutions to all of those problems, but you're finding them one at a time. The way to make $1 million is $1 at a time. You're really understanding this and not taking on the weight of the world on your shoulders any longer. This is a time of releasing, of shedding, of letting go of the ideas that it can't happen, or it doesn't happen to everyone, or it's not going to happen to me. This pinch point in your path here of doubt and insecurity. I love that. Letting go of the need to be right here. Letting go of that narcissistic. There's such a difference between putting ourselves first and being very self-absorbed. Such a difference because you're nurturing yourself. You're taking care of yourself. You're letting down the burdens, one burden at a time, and you're freeing yourself up to be able to really go back into the assistance, really go back into the collective here and shift the energy. It's just all in this together. We're all in this together. Yeah, I love this. What are we feeling? What kind of heart emotions? Let's look at the heart space for all of us for 2024. What is going on in the emotions for all of us? Wow, this one really just got bent up and pushed out and thrown out at me. The 9 of Swords. We're processing, we're healing. It's sitting right underneath the 4 of Swords in the mind space. So you're grieving what could have been. You're grieving what has been lost. Those dreams of, it's kind of like when you're growing up and you think you're going to be a rock star, and and you got the air guitar going, and every piece of silverware is a microphone, and you get into the later years and you think, oh my God, that's just not going to happen. I've dreamt of that my whole life, and I just was so sure that was going to happen. So you're letting go of these what could have beens and what should have been here. You're letting go of the dream here because new dreams are forming, new ideas, new business plans, much more profitable, much more realistic plan coming into the mix with the 4 of Cups in the heart space under the Wheel of Fortune. So it's very practical. But again, you're looking at what was lost. You're looking at what should have been, what could have been, and you're grieving this. You're actually grieving this. You're mourning what could have been here. And saying goodbye. It's never easy to say goodbye, and every single one of us have had to say goodbye to ideas, to dreams, to people, to hopes. I want my hopes and dreams back. 2020, COVID. Thanks so much. But yeah, we've had to really shed a lot of our beliefs and move into these new belief systems. But that's exactly what you're doing. Temperance. Look at this Sagittarius energy on the bottom of the deck, right in the heart space here. I love that. I got to pull that out. the balance coming, the yin and the yang coming together, the fears and the hopes coming together here for a more practical plan, for not a pie in the sky plan, and not a too overwhelming in the details, getting too caught up in the details plan. Real balance coming to the heart space here to soothe out the grieving, to soothe out the fears here of what could happen. Even now, our fears in the future are, oh my God, it's just I'm afraid to say how bad can it get anymore. You just can't say that because the universe will show you just how bad it can get. Right. But it's time to say goodbye. It's time to let go of the grieving and the loss and move into that individualism now. Aries really helped us with that individualism, that sovereign nation energy in 2023. And I think there's a Mercury retrograde April 1st in Aries. Mercury has its very first retrograde. Yeah. So, yeah, that's going to give us a lot of these boundaries and this individualism mentality here, the sovereign nation of us here. So, absolutely beautiful. That's where it starts. That's where it starts. Yes, I love that. Future emotion for all of us in 2024. Overall energy. The Emperor. Wow, there's that beautiful Aries energy leading us right off in 2024. Thank you, Aries. Thank you for this determination you have and this individualism that you have. We're no longer joining the pack or joining the tribe even. We're going even smaller than this. We're going back to the home, back to the root system here. So fixing those relationships that are not working out rather than just slamming the door on them and walking away and having no closure on them. So we're bringing closure into our lives. We're bringing an end to the suffering here. Look at the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck as I'm talking about suffering. My God, have we suffered. We have all undergone a tremendous suffering here, and it felt very pressurized, very bleak, very scary here for a minute. And now the energy has changed. The Wheel of Fortune has come in for this grand shift. We're heading for this grand shift here. But it starts with us. It starts with healing our own hearts, with healing our own non-closures here, with forgiving without receiving the apology here for us, forgiving for us. Because when we hold on to that hate, when we hold on to that anger and resentment, it's poison for our souls. The other person doesn't even realize we're holding on to that. So it is time. It is truly time to let go of the slants, let go of the disappointments, let go of the failures of our past here, and to move into this new plan, this new tower, this new beginning that is tangible, that is solid, that is not built on sand here, and garner the plan for our own life. Yeah. Yes, I love it. Spirit, what's your advice? Two of Pentacles on the fence, Don't know if I can do this alone. Don't want to do this alone. A lot of resistance to that. A lot of resistance with not trusting yourself. And that's what it all boils down to. Not trusting yourself to figure this out, to find the solution. It's like it feels too big. It feels too difficult. So I'll just keep everything up in the air until the answer comes to me, until a decision comes to me. And Spirit is saying it's time to let that down, one thought at a time, one feeling at a time, instead of trying to take it all on at once, take the whole world on at once. Yeah, baby steps into 2024, gaining our power, gaining our independence, gaining our own sovereign nations here with our heart space, and gaining that balance, really finding the healing we've been looking for. Absolutely. Kind of shunning the narcissistic energy. I'm not saying any one of us we're all narcissistic in moments, I believe. But that energy of narcissism, that energy of it's all about me first, let me get settled first and then I will assist. So that energy is really kind of moving away from us. It's not about me first. It's about healing. It's about healing this energy of selfishness. Yeah, or being self-absorbed. There's just such a difference between self-awareness and self-absorbedness, right? So just understanding the difference that everybody has their own way and it doesn't have to be my way. But we're not letting each other grieve the way we're grieving. We're judging. We're putting these demands on each other. We're signaling each other of how we should be, and that's very, very detrimental to the heart space here. Very detrimental to soul's growth here. So I think that's what you're shedding here. You're shattering the illusion that there needs to be any label at all, or that I need to follow any kind of demand put on me when it comes to connecting with others. That bridge has been built now. So I'm going to try to understand. I'm going to try to understand more than reply here. I'm going to listen to understand here. Beautiful, beautiful. A real time of coming together. But for you, for all of us, for anyone resonating with this reading, it's all about starting in the home space. Tell me about the foundation. Tell me about the foundation. What's this all about in the foundation, the situation in 2024? Eight of Pentacles, it came out in reverse. It's like, why bother? Why bother putting all my time, energy, and effort into something when I'm not rewarded for it? I'm not paid for it. I'm not recognized. And it just gets you back into those fears, those insecurities here. So the Eight of Pentacles, it's been about what you've been adding to the mix, what you've been adding out there here. So you're really coming into a fine focus now. You're looking at your own ingredients. What do I have here? You're looking around. I feel like you're even looking around your house and saying, what do I have here that I can use, that I can utilize to help feel better? Maybe there's herbs. Maybe you're growing herbs, or you're growing, you're making potions here for health. For health, it's all about feeling balanced and feeling good and well-being here, to shift out of that energy of fear. You can't shed fear if you don't feel well. So yeah, you're shedding that. You're shedding that idea that you have to work really, really hard to make something happen. What's a new idea coming in 24? What's a new idea coming in the foundation, in the situation here? Page of Swords. Wow. Wow. Some kind of eureka, some kind of truth about that. It's like you're throwing the learning down. You're throwing the books down. You're feeling very ready to step into something new here. Some kind of new business with the Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, like a business offer or a partnership offer coming in. At least coming together and listening to understand again. So now you're seeing the ideas of others, and they are seeing your ideas, rather than shutting it down because of the past experiences of grief and sorrow and fear and um, um, being duped. There's a real feeling of shedding of that mistrust here, of being duped in some way here. So Page of Swords comes in, some kind of truth comes in to clarify all this hard work, really shine a light on it. What's that all about? What's that all about in the foundation? The Six of Wands. Wow, wow, wow. Celebration of you. Recognition coming in. Yes, yes, yes. Fame and fortune coming in, at least in your life, at least in your experience, which is how it should be. You're a star in your own life. You're the protagonist in your own life here. It's absolutely glorious. Look at Spirit. Look at what we have summoned as a collective here. Just the good energy trying to help us with this transformational energy, with this Phoenix rising energy. You have summoned a cadre of spiritual help around you, whoever is resonating with this. And some of you are absolutely healers. You're healers. You read tarot cards. You do Reiki healing. There's just a natural ability to heal for you. You had to fight a lot of your own demons to get here. Absolutely, you did. You had to fight a lot of temptations, a lot of following others, a lot of doing what others were doing, who were making it and making you feel like a failure, making you feel like it's never going to happen for you. I see that definitely in the mind space here. But there's a stroke of luck. There's spiritual help here. There's a team around you that you have summoned that is cheering you on. 24 is going to be really, really huge in the spiritual realm for you. You're just going to really fall into this natural gift that you have. It might change and transform a little bit throughout this year, because you're still transmuting the grief and you're still saying goodbye to the old you. But the new you is so glorious that you can't wait to get going into this. It becomes your new passion, your new hobby, your new business. I mean, it's not a job. It's not a job, but you make really good money off of it because you're extending your healing services now. You're extending the services to others now. That's the difference. That's the difference. You're not selfish at all. You're very, very generous now with this healing energy that you have. Oh my God. And then the money just comes in. That's the stroke of luck. That's the wheel of fortune turning for you, is this return of karmic energy. Oh God, do I love that. What else in the foundation? Page of Cups. Look at this. You're about to reveal. You're about to reveal this gift. You're about to turn that easel around and show the world, here I am. Here I am. This is what I've been working on. This is what I've been doing. And you just fall so easily into this beautiful, beautiful business plan in healing here. It's absolutely glorious. Comes from the heart, comes from your creativity. It just makes you so happy. It's just like you're just turning it around, just so proud. You're so proud. I guess is spirit saying don't get a big head because you're about to receive? Maybe. We'll have to look at the cards later on as the year goes on here. Definitely going to keep doing the zodiac readings and see what that is, but that is glorious. Oh, I love that. Spirit, what's your advice? What's your advice for this newfound fame for whoever is resonating with this? It's all about your intuition. It's all about the spiritual realm, the psychic gift that has emerged through the darkness here, the what you've been tested over. Something's been tested for you. There's whatever you've been tested in. Maybe it was the dark energies. Maybe it was fighting the dark, fighting the demons here, fighting the grief, trying to get out of that, trying to escape that. And it just kept, that process can go. You can end up in the stages of grief. You can end up right back at stage 1 years later and feel so defeated, but that's all purpose. That's all part of it. So now you're just really, really gaining your sovereignty here, gaining your independence here. This psychic gift, this ability you have comes shining through, just absolutely bursting through you. That is the Phoenix rising. It's some kind of psychic gift that you have. 3 of Swords. Look at that grief. God. I know. I went through it myself here. And in the Gemini reading, I said that there was a total solar eclipse coming in March. I had read that it was in March, but now I found out it's in April 8th, which I could not believe it because April 8th is the day that my dad died. So that was very meaningful. But Gemini, it's not March, it's April. And the last one was that affected me. It was in the same sign or something, was in 2017. So that 7-year cycle of total eclipse to total eclipse, really it's meaning more and more to me. So especially being on April 8th. But let's get some clarity in the mind space for 2024 for all of us. I want to get some clarity on this rest. What's this rest all about before the big victory in the home space here? What's that all about? King of Wands. Oh God, this is my psychic guide card, a spirit angel that has passed over. Very, very strong masculine energy coming through to tell me that you are not alone. You are never alone. It's time to heal. It's time to rest. You have a guardian angel watching over you. We all do, but this one is coming through loud and clear to say that you will start to see these signs. You will start to see the signs, something about the home. You're going to start seeing signs in the home about this energy that has passed over and is here to show you the way out, to show you the way out of fear here. Follow me, the spirit says, right through to this new portal, to this new beginning, to this Phoenix rising, this burning away of the past, the scorched earth of the past. It was only bringing you fears. So let's see what those fears were about. What were those fears about in our mind space? What were those fears about? That it was all going to fall apart. Look at this with the tower energy. Makes so much sense. We were so fearful of it all falling apart when we had worked so hard for it with the 8 of Pentacles in our foundation. So we were working, we were keeping it together. It was kind of like beaver energy where we were kept plugging up the dams. If a relationship started to fall apart, we just fixed it rather than really looked at it. We just fixed it because we were in fix mode. We were in survival mode. We couldn't let those go around us. But then those relationships started diminishing our light. They started holding us back. So you had to really look at them. There was a moment here in 2023 where we all had to really look around us. Who is supporting me? Who is nurturing me? Who is loving me because of who I am, that I could just be myself with. I could just, open the door and be the same person at work as I am at home here. So this is a beautiful, beautiful, taking the hats off, taking the masks off, taking the fear away of it all falling down here and letting it fall, just truly, truly letting it fall from our mind space here, from our fears here. Absolutely glorious. A real letting go of the fears. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. Spirit, what's your advice? 7 of Wands. Look at this. Go into meditation more. Go into gratitude. more here. So change the thoughts. If they're dark, if they're haunting, if they're too heavy, if they're scaring you, it's time to turn the channel. It's time to switch the channel here. You cannot listen to fear any longer. You got to turn the news off. You got to turn the talk off. Definitely, if you're in the United States, turn the election off. There is not going to help you. It is absolutely not going to help you. Put yourself in the spiritual bubble. You have a spiritual team around you to kind of block out that noise. Just block it out. Like make it like a EMP for yourself here. It's just pulsating this energy that won't let it in, that won't allow those dark energies in. So go into meditation, really visualize that bubble around you, that bubble of protection from the fears, from the what we're consuming here, what they're feeding us here, and just go into ignorance here when it comes to politics, religion, any kind of intense conversation that really gets everybody's fire up, that gets everybody's pride up, gets everybody's ego up. Just avoid, disengage, and pull it back into your bubble here. It's going to help you tremendously. It's going to help me tremendously. But you got to let it fall. You got to let it go away. You got to really walk away from the change, because it has changed. Everything has changed. You're in a new environment now. You're in a new world now. So yeah, this is the new normal where you're finding your strength. Look at this Leo energy. This Leo energy is really all over this reading. Either you're a Leo, or you're dealing with a Leo, or there's a Leo that has passed on that you were very connected to. But Leo energy, that fire, that passion, that determination, that pride, the leader of the pack. I'm going to step up and I'm going to take control of my own life. I am no longer going to let circumstances dictate who I am. That's just what happened to me. That's not who I am. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's get some clarification in the heart space for all of us. Let's look at this grief and disappointment and what could have been and what should have been. Let's just take a look at it. Let's take a peek at it so we can rid ourselves of it. The 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Oh God, you just had this beautiful dream of how things were going to be. You had it all planned out. Everybody was healthy and happy in this glorious plan of yours. And then bam, bam. It's just like life is what happens to us while we're busy planning for it, and it broke your heart, shattered your illusions of love here. Real shattering of the illusion here. So that was very troubling. It was very unsteady. You felt like you were unanchored. You felt like you were almost an orphan at moments there. Like there was just no tether. There was no sky. There was no earth. There was no nature. It was just, you felt very isolated, very much in some kind of different universe here for a minute. That propelled you into right now, into this glorious uprising, this glorious phoenix rising here, where it's just scorched earth behind you. It's just done. It's done. You're so done with that. You're coming into a new game now. There's a new game to play now, and you know all the rules. You have all the rules down here. So absolutely beautiful. And those rules, what those rules are, is boundaries. You've created these glorious boundaries where you're just going to be you. You're standing in your true authentic light here. You're expressing yourself from the heart. And it's beautiful. It's just so glorious. It's so truly you that there's nothing anyone can expose. There's no more fears. There's no more what if they find out, because everything is revealed. Every addiction is revealed. Every thing is revealed has been hiding in the closets. Just, yeah, I did that. Yeah, that happened. Yes. And you're admitting it fully. You're coming into this beautiful acceptance, and you're the emperor anyway. It's just so beautiful because of these revelations, because no one can find anything now to really judge you with, because you're speaking profoundly from your perspective. You're not speaking from anyone else's perspective but yours. So how can there be any debate? It's simply your perspective here. Absolutely beautiful. Can you tell us more about that in the heart space? Spirit, can you tell us more about that? The King of Cups. Wow, talk about expressing. And the Knight of Swords. Lots of messages coming to you now. Lots of offers, lots of people trying to reconnect or connect now. But I think you're just kind of in your own world here. You're in your own space now. You got this new thing going with the spirituality, and you're very, very focused on it. So that's interesting. You're not really noticing the people who are coming in and trying to make these offers or trying to get away with something. Maybe that just starts falling away. Maybe you were duped or you were tricked or something like this. But now you're just so settled in knowing, okay, well, I can see that coming a mile away now. You're just coming into this beautiful new understanding, these revelations about loss, about change, about being fearful of the unknown here and expressing yourself. Absolutely. Absolutely. With the King of Cups coming out on the Emperor. Wow. Softening the edges, just really softening the rough edges and becoming the person today who you want to be tomorrow. You're just taking off all the masks. You're shedding. You're having this huge shedding so you can fit through this new normal, this portal here, this newness here. You just have to shed it all. It just kind of squeaks away from you as you dive right in. It's absolutely beautiful. What can't come just won't come. It's just nothing you have to do here with that tower. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow. A real recognition coming for this too, for this journey you've taken, for this change that you're accepting here. There's just absolute accolades ahead for you. All right, let's see. Eight of Pentacles, this work in reverse, this no matter what I do, all this hard work, all this hard work. What's that about? The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man literally hung himself upside down. Was it 7 days, 7 years? I don't know, a period of time here to gain a new perspective, to gain enlightenment. That's what you've been doing. I think it's been about 8 years for you with the Eight of Pentacles there. When it comes to your career, when it comes to your money making here, you've just been on hold. You were preparing for this. You had to go through this. You had to go through these experiences to come into this understanding about money and energy of money and people and the energy of people, and everyone's doing the best they can in the moment here. So even those moments that broke your heart, you're just coming into this understanding of forgiveness of, you know what, I could see they were doing the best they could at the circumstances they had here. So just massive understandings, a real awakening coming in for the collective here. And understanding. Yeah, just walking through that veil of fire here is just getting soothed out by the King of Cups, that water energy, that soothing energy coming into all of us. Spirit is driving that force of soothing energy forward to heighten our intuition, to heighten these gifts, to heighten this vision that we're all seeing here, and to bring us together, to bring us back. That is the bridge. That is the bridge back together here. What are this event? There's some kind of event coming up for you where there's recognition. It's reputation based. It's something you've been working on for quite some time. And here comes the accolades. Here comes the recognition, the acknowledgement from spirit and humans here. So you're getting it from all angles. There's just a moment in the spotlight for you, a moment in the sun for you. What is that all about? The Nine of Pentacles. Look at this. Independence. There's that sovereign nation of you here. You did this. You accomplished this. And Spirit is cheering you on. A big revelation, big upliftment in your money, in your finances here after a very long struggle with the Devil and the Ten of Wands up in your mind space here. Just struggle after struggle. And now it's just ease. It's just ease. You've shifted something. You've shifted out the big shift, the grand shift here. What is that? The Shift with Wayne Dyer, Dr. Wayne Dyer, The Shift. Yeah, if you haven't seen that on YouTube, you should definitely watch that. I'm absolutely seeing that in 2024, just this big shift of the way we all think and feel and how we express ourselves. Beautiful. Okay, I got to look at this psychic gift that has really shown, it's reared its head. You can't ignore it any longer. Your heart is screaming for you to get this out there, to move forward with this. So what's that all about? What's that all about for the collective? The Nine of Cups. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at this. It's individualized. Spirit's not telling me what the grand theme of that is because this is you. This is absolutely individually tailored for you. This dream come true. It won't apply to me. It won't apply to anyone standing next to you. This is for you. It's time to shed the idea that that you're doing it for anyone else. You got to really shift the mindset here, the foundation here, that I'm doing this for me so that I can continue the services I'm providing. It's not to shut anything out. It's not to shut out the world. It's just you're taking care of your family, this intimate unit here. You are thriving there, and then growing this dream, growing this business, growing this. It's like it just starts with me. The shift starts with me. It starts with every single one of us. And as we individually shift, as we individually grow and absorb and adapt and move with this energy, not be the rock, but be the water around the rock here. As we move through these years on the other side of chaos here, we're going to come into some much, much deeper understandings. But you individually, whoever is resonating with this reading, you individually are going through a massive transformation. You are the phoenix rising. You're changing your vibration, changing your frequency, starting to express who you really are. It's just like judging. I don't care. Judgers be damned. Haters be damned. I'm going to be me and see who's still around, who still loves me because of my flaws, because of my imperfections here. That is beautiful. That is boundary making at its finest here. Throws you into the emperor energy, throws you into feeling like a boss now, really taking control, not being a victim in your own story any longer, taking the reins of your life, taking control, complete control of your finances here and your what's available to you in the now moment here, using all those ingredients from home to bake the best cookie in the world and then going viral with that cookie. This is a beautiful, beautiful understanding that it starts in the home. It absolutely starts in the home. This business, this business model, this idea of yours, it starts in the home. It starts with you here. Oh God, do I love that. Taking accountability, taking responsibility, no longer sloughing that twin flame energy off on others. It's your fault. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Really taking responsibility that it's my fault that I'm not supposed to be where I am, but absolutely understanding and acknowledging that I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. I am not supposed to be doing this any other way. I'm going to follow my heart, follow my intuition, really trust my gut instincts. And 2024 is going to be very empowering, very empowering. It's just the year of empowerment for all of us, and taking responsibility and taking accountability and empowering ourselves to move forward without the fears of somebody finding out something here, or somebody using something against me here. That's been the energy of the past. The energy of the future is fusing that all together, being who we really are, so there can be no spiritual blackmail ever again, and in our individual lives. And that starts to go viral. That energy of momentum just starts to gain momentum. That energy of togetherness, collectiveness, honoring each other because of our differences. Because of our differences, we've each gone through this individually unique journey, and it all led us to the door of 2024. Let's swing that door open. Let's kick it open. We are ready. We are eager to bring this on. Let's do this. Let's do this. We are all in this together. Let's help each other through. Let's really start thriving now, start getting what we want, getting what we need, and spreading that unconditional love, just letting that go viral. That is hashtag unconditional love is my new hashtag. If I did those, maybe I'm too old. All right, everybody, I think I will leave it there. Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Just again, don't look at those disappointments. Don't look at the failures here. It's all about that miracle coming in, all about that fourth cup being filled. While we're not looking at it, we're distracting ourselves with the newness, with the hopefulness, with the daring to dream, with the shedding of the burdens, one burden at a time, and really building some kind of home-based business here, really thriving in some kind of home-based business here that used to have to start putting that into action right now with wherever you're at, whoever you're with. Start implementing this theme of yours, this branding of yours, this idea of yours right there, right where you are. And that's going to spread. It's going to spread like the beautiful virus of love it should be. So absolutely beautiful. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe. Happy New Year. Happy 2024. I will continue checking in every couple weeks with the zodiac signs and see where the energy is taking us. But I just really felt the need to do this, so I hope you enjoyed it. All right. Thank you so much. Happy New Year.